Welcome to the Boondoggle Podcast, episode 10. I'm Lindsay. I'm the one with the blue background.
I'm Rebecca. I'm the one with the purple background.
Hi, my name is Michelle, and I have a yellow background.
Unfortunately, Kelsey is not with us this week. She's off on an adventure.
She's out touring.
Yeah.
I saw some pictures. She probably got eaten by a dinosaur.
Oh, shit.
Well.
I guess I gotta redo that album cover again.
Such a tragedy.
The dinosaur in her place.
Put a velociraptor.
Okay, so we have video games, video game high school. I always want to say plural.
I know. I blame PJ for that a bit.
Anyway, Video Game High School is created by Freddie Wong on, I think it's like rocketjump.com. I think that's what the official site is. And it's basically like video games and high school combined.
If video games were more like an actual professional sport, which it kind of is now, but it's not.
Isn't that like StarCraft? Isn't it like a professional sport now?
Well, they all have like, tournaments and stuff, but like the general media and general, populace don't look at video games like a sport. Like, oh, we have this entire program dedicated to like you playing tennis or whatever, or football or whatever. But it's a little bit more than just a art in the movie. It's like way of life. It's not a movie.
It's a web show.
Yeah, it was a series. What was it? Out 3 times? Was it?
What are you talking about?
They uploaded 3 different parts, didn't they?
It's like a series long. It's not just a couple of episodes.
No, I thought they were a long episode. I didn't watch it when it came out. I watched it all together at once.
Yeah. Like it can't with the second season out, it comes out once a week every Friday. So it's like a regular show. It comes out like once a week and on a day. But because it's in the second season, like you literally just went and marathoned it.
I probably just watched the first season because I watched it on Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix, by the way.
So,
it was just like the amount that was there. I didn't know there was any more.
So the concept of it is that it's like high school, but video games are the sports.
Yeah, like
the video games are like the courses
in the school are like FPS or rhythm games or drive stuff like that.
It's basically the genre of the game is like the course of the class. Like what Rebecca said, like FPS is a class and then rhythm-based games are a class. And they have like their own like cliques and all that.
Yeah.
That's different.
And just to summarize like why this is happening, it's not just like, oh, like here are your group of people who are attending this school as it is. No, it's about this guy named Brian D. who plays a game casually, and then he like kills one of the best players in the game in an FPS game, and then he gets like
one
a
of the best
scholarship.
Game players ever in that world.
Yeah, his name is
like
the
super
Law.
famous. He's the Law.
He is the Law. I love him too because I'm like, you're such a dick. But I don't mind it. But yeah, like Brian D gets a scholarship to go and attend video game high school, and he doesn't play on like one of like high end like gaming keyboards or like those mouse things. He plays on like an old shitty like white keyboard, like old school, like I don't know, like just one of those old big box computers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like that's like his like thing, like, oh, I play with like this old keyboard and mouse. Cool.
Yeah.
And then like basically just to get it, like give a summary of what all of season 1 is him versus the Law. That's basically season 1.
Versus the Law.
With just like the gist of the season and what happens in the series, but there are a lot of other plot points.
Yeah,
and he has
like what
two
happens if you play against somebody
Mhm.
in the school.
Yeah, and like you
like,
actually have like a rank in the school based on like what game
how
you
well
play.
you do.
Yeah, it's basically like to see who is the best of the best. And then like, well, he's got like his two best friends. It's like
I love
know
his
one
two
of
best
them.
friends. They were like my favorite
There's Ted
characters.
Wong, and then Kiwi Swan or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like Ted Wong is into racing, and then Kiwi, what did she do? I can't remember. It was such a long
She
time.
programmed, and she did fighting games.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
what she did.
remember what happens in season 1. I watched it so long ago. I might have to go and
Watched
rewatch it.
last week.
I've been watching season 2, and it's so good. Like, season 2 is a lot better than season 1, I have to admit.
I gotta go and watch season 2 then.
So far,
I didn't even know this was season 2. Or no, I totally forgot. I remember now.
They've only just recently started season 2.
Yeah.
And it's really good so far. Like, I like it. They've only gotten 3 episodes out so far. And they have this one game called Pokermon.
Pokermon?
It's a mixture of poker and Pokemon. And it is so cute. That was in the latest episode. So, like, you'll have to watch the other one. Because a lot happens within, like, the first episode.
Oh, yeah, a lot.
Well,
like,
a
lot of plots thrown out there.
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
X and
Yeah.
Y.
I made the greatest transition in the world.
Oh, hey, yeah, you actually did.
I actually didn't mean that. I was like, yeah, because, you know, they did a really cool, like, combination of, like, 2 really cool games. Hey, wait, that's our next topic. Oh!
Didn't see that coming, did you, audience?
That was the screechiest I've ever heard. Okay, so we haven't talked about Pokemon X and Y at all. So
I don't even know what's really going on with it right now. I only know like 1 or 2 things, and one of them was mentioned before we started recording.
Yeah, so some of the newest things that I've come across, or one of the newest things that have kind of been a bigger topic is the Mega Evolutions.
Yeah, I didn't know. Like, I knew about it, but I was like, I don't know how this is going to work.
They feel like Digimon to me. Like, honest to God, they feel like Digimon.
Yeah, can they, like, de-evolve?
They do! They do!
I wasn't sure.
Digimon.
So it's like a special hyped-up attack thing.
Yeah, because
I think that's how it goes.
It's like
okay, that's what I was thinking it might be, because it wasn't a full evolution. So I was like, is this just a special kind of thing that they do?
Yeah, because like a lot of people were speculating that it was like they're adding a fourth evolution to these already pre-existing evolutions. What?
Well,
no, it's just a more powered version of the third or whatever evolution.
I'm gonna say that I'm happy about Absol, because Absol doesn't have any other evolutions, does it?
Yeah,
that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
But Absol is one of my favorite Pokemon, but it doesn't have that strong of moves. So this kind of makes it better, so I'll want to actually use Absol.
I was kind of hoping that they were gonna give it like a pre-evolution.
That would probably be a really cute thing that they should
that's
do.
What I was like going to get to. I'm like, it would be so fucking cute.
It'd be kind of weird though in the context of what Absol is.
Yeah, it would.
Like, oh, it's so cute. Disaster.
Yeah.
Because if nobody knows, the Pokedex entry for Absol basically explains that Absol goes places as a warning of an impending natural disaster.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about that.
So I could just imagine like a little tiny Absol going up somewhere, and they'll be like,
You just
"Oh,
see
it's so cute," and then like rocks fall down a cliff or something, and people die.
That's so
It's so cute. But it was supposed to be like, oh, Absols caused them. It's like, no, they just
happen.
warning you of them, sort of thing.
Warning sign. What are those called? Like prediction, premonition. I can't think of the right word, but there's a word for it.
Omen.
Omen, that's it.
Omen, that's it, yeah.
I was like, it starts with an O, and I'm pretty sure there's a men at the end of it.
Wow, that's really good.
No.
So, another new thing that I just kind of found out about, I'm not sure how new this information is, but there's super training in Pokemon X and Y.
New to me.
Yeah, when you told me that, I was literally like, what?
I'm not sure
Super training.
what exactly it comprises of, but it seems like it's a different way to train your Pokemon. I'm not sure if it's a way to train them for something different than like leveling up or not. But I don't know, it's odd.
Yeah.
Like, oh, maybe it's like, and I have no idea what it is, by the way. I'm just like trying to guess. But maybe it's like your Pokemon has like a low speed stat or something.
Yeah.
So what you do is you go and you make it run a lot or something.
Oh, that's
I'm just guessing.
probably...
I don't...
You know what? That would...
Like, that could work.
The pictures that I saw, that seems like it could be what it is.
Yeah.
Isn't there something like,
normally you just have to give them, you have to feed items.
Yeah.
No, but isn't there something that, like, really hardcore trainers do, where it's, like, kind of like stat training or something like that? I don't know. A lot of people in my classes did that, and I just didn't understand it.
Yeah, so this could be an easier way, maybe, for people to
Yeah,
end up
but
doing
then, like,
that.
a lot of people might complain being like, oh, you're just making it easy for noobs. But, like...
But you still have to train them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's, like, it's just handing people more rather than them actually, like, trying their best to do it. I don't know.
Well, most of the time, people just give them, like, a bunch of food or items or whatever, and that's not really working for it. That's just kind of
No, it's not.
Yeah. So I guess it all depends on how you like to play it and your perspective of what is difficult and what is not difficult in the game.
Because who knows, maybe they're, like, with super training, they're gonna have, like, difficulty spikes, where it's like, oh, you want to do an easy thing, which is, like, just for fun sort of thing, and then it's like, maybe there'll be harder ones, or I don't know.
I don't know.
That'd be neat.
It's an interesting concept, though.
Oh, yeah.
I like all the new stuff that seems to be coming in this game.
I like too. I don't like some of the Mega Evolutions.
Yeah, some of them
Mega Evolutions seem dumb to me.
With that suddenly has all the hair like do shampoo commercials.
Yeah, Ampharos?
Ampharos. And I was like, that's just kind of
dumb.
Weird.
And then it's like
somebody did a picture of that cloud bird, Altaria.
Yeah.
It was just a whole bunch of puffballs.
You know what's funny though? Blaziken, because it's getting a mega evolution, it was already very OP.
And why do they have a mega evolution for a starter?
Yeah.
That seems odd.
And then they're doing a distribution thing where you can get a Torchic that will already do a mega evolution. So it's like, why are they doing this to an already OP thing and it's a starter Pokemon?
Yeah,
I'm not understanding Nintendo lately.
Oh, I guess they're trying new stuff.
I think
trying new stuff is good.
I think they're trying to get more people to buy like 3DSs and more of their 3DS games.
Maybe.
Also,
that might be the cause.
You know that goat thing that you could round on? We finally get to see like its little pre-evolution.
Yeah,
lets you go up on ledges.
Yeah, that's like I hate how that's like a groundbreaking thing.
It's small things like that that really make a game better.
First it was sitting on benches, then it was going diagonally, and now it's going up ledges.
Yeah.
It's like when
the little things.
going up ledges, you always wish that you could go up the ledges because it's such a pain to have to go all the way around. You're like, I wish I just had the opportunity to have a Pokemon that did that. And it kind of reminds me of when I played Skyward Sword the first time.
Yeah.
And got my bomb bag, and I was like, sweet, a bomb bag. And the first time I ever played a Legend of Zelda game, and I think it was Ocarina of Time, you had to go on Death Mountain and pick up bombs and throw them, and it was really hard.
Oh,
yeah.
And I kept wishing, I was like, I wish I could just pick up this bomb and put it in my bag. And then I played it at Skyward Sword, and the guys in the volcano area said that I could do that. I was like, are you serious? And I tried it. I was like, oh my god, we're buying bombs again.
But wasn't that just after you got the bomb bag?
Yeah, but there was no to that.
Yeah.
Like, for a short while there were, but that was only in that area, and then you got the bomb bag, so.
Yeah.
Another little thing that I like in Pokemon X and Y, which, I mean, it's a little thing, but it's not a little thing, is the idea of being able to customize your trainer. Which
I can spend hours at a customization screen.
Yeah, I know.
The only thing I'm worried about with the customization thing is if it's like items that you'll get, like, anyone could get sort of thing, which obviously, yeah, but it's like you're just gonna like stumble upon them. It's not like you go and buy them. That's my only worry.
So what don't you want?
That like, you have to go out and look for them in places.
Yeah, like I'm just like, it would be cool if like you could just go to a store that's designated for like accessories and like stuff like that.
There will be a store like that because I don't see why there wouldn't be.
There probably will be, and if
you probably can just pick up items like that too, and then you have the certain amount that you start with.
Yeah.
I hope it's like that at least.
Hopefully. Another thing that kind of popped up out of nowhere was, it popped out of nowhere for me. Like, I didn't know about it until it existed, which is the Animal Crossing Plaza for the Wii U. Which is basically just a kind of Animal Crossing community thing for the Wii U, which they have Miiverse communities for all the other Wii U games. But it's weird that they have an Animal Crossing one for something that's not on the Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really weird.
I downloaded it because it's an actual thing that you download to your Wii U. And it's like the Mii Plaza, where you have a bunch of Miis walking around, only it's the Animal Crossing animals. And you can click,
neat.
You can like tap on the animals and they'll be like saying stuff in the plaza and whatever. And you can mark them as your favorite, and you can make posts about them, so you can say stuff that's happened with them. Or you can draw pictures of them.
Oh,
and they also have photo albums. So you can take your SD card out of your 3DS, put it into the Wii U, and take all the pictures that you've taken on Animal Crossing and arrange them into like photo albums. Which is kind of really cool.
That's cool.
That is so cute.
Yeah.
And this is a free download? Or...
Yeah, it's free.
That's awesome.
I wouldn't have downloaded it if it wasn't free, to be honest.
I was like, maybe it was $1 or something. But
yeah, if it was like really cheap, I could understand.
If it's Michelle.
Yeah.
I like it, the free things too.
I mean, it's pretty cool. If you're really into Animal Crossing and you want to share kind of in a little Animal Crossing community thing, it's interesting. I just find it odd that it's like cross-platforming onto something different.
Yeah.
So only people who have Animal Crossing on their 3DS and have a Wii U can utilize this.
Mm-hmm. Like Rebecca and I wouldn't be able to do it because obviously we don't have a Wii U.
No.
Yet.
Yet for you. I'm weary on. I just need more games for it that I want to come out.
Well, by the time Christmas rolls around, there'll be enough games to warrant to buy it. So for me,
yeah, for you, I'm just sort of like, I'm more or less just waiting for the PS4 to get some games before I get it.
Oh, I'm waiting for like a price drop for that.
Oh yeah,
If
like I'm probably gonna wait
a Wii U. I have to wait for a PS4. I just feel the need to wait.
Yeah, with new game systems, you want to have it right away, but it's also something like it's so expensive for people who like don't have the money to just throw out and get that.
Yeah.
See, that's why I'm waiting. Like, I do have money to buy one on release day, but I would rather wait for there to be enough games and also for a price drop so I can spend more of that money not on the console, but to get games.
So next topic, Super Smash Brothers will not have a story mode.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, this is kind of older news, like.
Yeah, it's slightly older.
Yeah,
it's something
we
I
just
didn't
never
know
really
about.
touched it.
Yeah, the guy, I don't remember what his name is, but the guy, I guess, in charge of making decisions for the game.
I'm trying to think what his name is, but I can't.
There had been, I guess, some of the story mode cinematics or something had been released online or leaked online.
Oh, no, it was like from previous Super Smash Brothers games.
Yeah, like Brawl.
He got angry that like a lot of the cinematics were going online so people wouldn't play the game, apparently.
Yeah, because, when you're going through Brawl, you get to see the different characters show up with each other, and you're like, oh, cool. But some people would go and see it online already, and he didn't want that.
So he decided, based on previous games being leaked, that he didn't want to do it for this one?
Yeah.
That's kind of stupid, though. Because some people will keep themselves away from that and still be able to enjoy the story mode.
Well, it's sort of like how Nintendo basically says that for Let's Players, if they play any Nintendo game, they will not earn, like, their revenue for playing those games.
Yeah.
Basically, Nintendo is being like a giant dick and saying, you want to do anything, Nintendo? Guess what? You can't. Especially when it's like, say there's someone who can't afford a Wii U right now, but they really, really, really want to see the cutscenes. Like, they're going to see them again because they want to buy the game to play it, not just watch cutscenes.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel bad that it had to be resorted to that they would decide to take out the story mode. Because now it's just a fighting game.
I actually liked the story mode in Brawl.
Yeah, same.
Like, it was a fun little adventure thing.
Mm-hmm.
Where you got to play as every character.
Yeah. But, I mean,
nice.
I guess so well.
Yeah.
There's not much that can be done about it.
But, on the bright side, even though there's not going to be a story mode, which some people didn't like in the first place anyway, but
they're weird.
There will be players will be able to customize their character's performance and appearance in some way.
Really?
And I like customization, as previously stated in the Pokemon thing we're talking about.
I feel like the customization for the new Super Smash Brothers game is going to be like color palette. I don't know why. I feel like they wouldn't go like total customization. There might be like different like skins maybe that you unlock. But like I don't feel like it's going to be that extravagant.
The stat thing is kind of interesting though. If you can...
Oh, really?
Well, you just said that you can change...
Oh, yeah. The performance and...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's neat.
Which I translate to stats.
So maybe they will put a lot more stuff centered on the customization since there won't be a story for them to focus on anymore.
Maybe.
Because they would want to have something extra and not just have it be a fight. Well, like, it's a fighter game, obviously. But you want to have something extra to draw people into it, to make it different from other games. So, Lindsay, you watched this trailer for a game.
Yeah, Deep Down. Fucking scared me. It's the sounds and the voices. I don't like that stuff.
What's the first thing that it says? I can't remember.
Oh, there was the one voice I mocked earlier.
Yeah, I was like, you literally said it just a little while ago.
Hold on. I'm gonna think about it. You guys keep talking.
Okay. But yeah, like, it's for Capcom's upcoming game Deep Down. It's sort of like they have had other trailers for this game, but like this is just like really recent and it doesn't really tell you anything except for, hey, it might like be about like underground cave systems. I don't know, because it literally has said nothing. There's like no information out about it except for it's a fantasy online game.
I remember how the voice went and stuff. It was like, I don't want to die.
I don't want to die.
And it was like exactly like that. I'm like, what? Be like, I don't want to die. Not, I don't want to die.
Yeah, and like the monsters in the trailer really creeped me out, and I didn't like it because it reminded me of Amnesia for some odd reason.
What I was thinking when I looked at it.
I was like, this is some creepy shit, but I want to play it because it's an online game, so it's like character customization.
Yeah, that's kind of well, I'm not sure about character customization.
I feel like if it's a Capcom game and it's an online game and it's a fantasy game, I feel like they're gonna throw like some customization, like what they did in Dragon's Dogma.
It's a role-playing online fantasy video game. So I'm assuming there would be customization.
Okay.
I hope at least.
Based on the trailer, it doesn't seem like it would be any of those things. Like
on the older trailer, it does.
I guess that's going to be like the unique thing about it, is that it doesn't look like a normal...
What it is.
What it is. Yeah. And that's what's kind of unique about it.
It's kind of like Dragon's Dogma. I didn't feel like it was like one of those run-of-the-mill, like, RPG kind of games. It felt like you could just, like, go off and do whatever the hell you wanted. You didn't have to, like, stick to a storyline.
Well, no, they don't normally stick to... The online ones don't normally stick to, like, a storyline, like... Or are you saying it does stick to a storyline?
It doesn't. No, Dragon's Dogma doesn't. It's kind of like you can do whatever you want, and, like...
Well, it's kind of like that with the other ones, like, you can do the story in it, but there's also a whole bunch of stuff you can do otherwise.
Yeah, but I think with Dragon's Dogma, like, I think with, like, the quests and stuff you can do, like, they just keep reappearing, so it's like you literally do not have to do the main quest. You can just do all of these other quests.
But, like, with Dragon's Dogma, I look at that, and I could see how that is like other games like it. But I'm looking at Deep Down, and it just looks like a horror game to me.
Yeah, I watched the trailer, and I thought it was just a horror game. I didn't realize it was...
When I went into the Wikipedia page, I was like, whoa, really? I thought it was just gonna be, you go down in the cave, and there's a story with it, and you play through the story, and you get scared shitless throughout the story.
Regardless, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it seems like it'll be a different thing.
It's gonna be different, and I'm excited for it being different.
Yeah.
Because everything else kind of like wants to emulate the success of Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
They're games like that. And Deep Down doesn't look anything like any of those games.
And we talked about a horror game on a previous podcast, which is called Outlast.
Yeah.
And it now has a price and release date.
Mm-hmm. It was this horror survival game where you go around as a reporter with just a camera.
Yeah.
And in like an asylum.
Isn't there a game like that? Isn't it Beyond Good and Evil?
No.
Beyond Good and Evil?
No, that's not like that.
Oh no, wait, sorry. No, it's another game where you play as a photographer and you go around a creepy setting. It has Beyond in it.
Oh, Beyond Good and Evil does have you taking pictures, but it's not the same at all.
That's all I remember from like trailers forever
I know,
ago.
I thought that concept had been like done before, so it's possible that there is another game like that. It seems like it would be something.
I just remember it being creepy as well.
So the release date for...
So I remember creepy.
You can also fight in that game though, whereas in this one you cannot. So.
Oh yeah, this is more like Amnesia-esque. And
This is when you can't.
Yeah.
The camera is just for you to view through.
Mm-hmm.
And to use as like a flashlight or stuff like that, like night vision, so you can see where you're going. But the release date is supposed to be September 4th, and the price is $20. And it's supposed to come out on Steam, and I'm not sure if it said like regular computers, like just a regular like disc, but I think it might just be Steam.
So for basically our last topic, we have Broadchurch.
Yes.
It's the UK murder mystery kind of thing.
Yeah. So this just kind of came over to the US? Is that what had happened?
It just, last weekend it came over to the, US, North America sort of thing, when it's been in the UK for a long time. It's an 8-part mini-series about sort of like the small community and a murder of this kid has caused everything to go to hell basically because it's such a small community and no one's talking about what happened. And it's just full of mystery and it's pretty cool and I like it.
I didn't realize that David Tennant was in it.
He's gonna be in it.
I must have forgot whenever I went to watch it because I was like, oh my god, it's him.
Your mind being like, I have no idea what this show is about. Oh look, David Tennant.
So, what's the kind of style of the show?
I'm not sure how to really describe the style. It's like
an overall, somebody got murdered and that's the whole show. We gotta figure out who did it. Or is there a murder per episode?
I'm assuming it's gonna last for the 8 episodes, because I've only watched the first episode.
I've watched 2 episodes because they played them back to back, Sunday and Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell this might take a while because as I said before, nobody can talk. Everyone's no, I know nothing about this kid. Who was he? I've known him my whole life and I have no idea who he is, sort of thing.
Yeah, I noticed that would kind of be the premise, because someone was being shifty, and then towards the end it was we are going to find out who did this, and everybody was looking really guilty as they watched the broadcast of the guy saying that. And yeah. It was it's gonna be one of those things. Everybody's involved.
Yeah, because it's a small community and everybody knows everyone. You're just oh my god. And I can understand the parents because when you see the parents, they do look like those really caring, overprotective parents, and they go batshit crazy once they find out that their kid is dead.
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing that there's going to be, people who have secrets involved with one thing that happened where they're not actually the murderer, but they don't want to speak up.
Yeah,
about what happened to them.
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
Well, it's nobody's business. I don't want to tell
anybody. I think it
anybody.
even said that in
Whatever.
if it's a community full of secrets, and I'm
it's my kind of show.
It basically is because I like it whenever you're I know you asshole, I know you did it. Fucker, I'm gonna get you. Like, I was pointing at the screen, and I was literally like, I don't like you, shifty-ass person. I'm like, I hope you get caught.
Legitimately, I love, like, mystery things. Like, I'm gonna briefly state that I watch Pretty Little Liars, which is all about, like, secrets and, like, blackmail, and this person's guilty, oh no, they're not, this person's, oh no, they actually were guilty, and it's, like, all over the place. I love shows that have mystery to them.
Yeah.
Those are the best.
Especially when you can be like, what is the word I'm looking for? Like, you can kind of, like, I'm thinking, like, you know, Clue, whenever you're accusing, like, you can pretty much accuse people, be like, oh yeah, you totally did it.
Yeah.
Thing.
And it's annoying when they kind of toy with you, where it's like they try to make this person look guilty to the point where you actually believe that they're guilty. Yeah. So then you're like, yeah, that person's guilty, and then something happens, and it's like, oh, they're not guilty, like, just kidding, lol.
All the evidence given to you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I totally feel like Broadchurch is gonna be that way, just because, like, with all of the characters literally being shifty. Like,
what else is about shows like that? It is that, for one, you never really know who
did
it is. And, like, with shows that are a murder per episode, I find it's, like, it follows a system. So, like, you know who it is that has done it, even though there's no evidence yet that they have done it.
Isn't it kind of like how, Criminal Minds?
It was him. And then about the end of the episode, you're like, yeah, I knew it.
But isn't that how, like, Criminal Minds is laid out? It's like, you're showing the bad guy, but then the team is like, oh, well, we don't know who this guy is, we gotta figure out clues, and then he goes on his merry way killing people.
Yeah, it's easier to kind of figure out who has done it if it's, like, a one-episode thing, but if it's something that's stretched across, like, a season, it's harder to figure out because usually they don't present you with all of the evidence right away, so it's, like, impossible for you to even guess who did it.
But it's also cool when you go back and you know who's done it, and then you rewatch it, and then you're like, oh, I caught that thing, I'm catching this thing, oh, that's related to this in the future for when this happens, and you're catching all the foreshadow and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah, like, when you watch the second episode of Broadchurch, you're literally, like, you're like, hating literally everyone, I have to admit. Like, I'm just like, I can't like anyone except for David Tennant right now.
I look forward to I look forward to hating everybody.
Can we not like David Tennant?
I think the only reason why I like him is because I'm like, I know you didn't kill him.
Plot twist, he killed him. That would be like the biggest.
You're like, oh no.
No, my whole life is crumbling before me. I trusted you.
Thinking is like a murderer or whatever comes on screen, and it turns out he was like the good guy all along. You're like, come on.
But the neat thing is about Broadchurch is that it is renewed for a second season.
That is cool.
I know, because it's on tonight, but I'm like, will I even be able to watch it? I have to get up early.
Yeah.
We're recording this on Sunday instead of Monday because I'm leaving on Monday.
Yes.
I don't know about this until I'm back on Wednesday.
By the time you hear this, I will be dead. No.
I'll be back because I revived myself.
I am a time lord.
Please hold the phoenix down.
What? Speaking of being dead, I think that we've talked about the things that we've wanted to talk about.
Speaking of being dead.
Yeah.
Jump cuts. I'm sorry, my internet has been really crappy.
We had a bit of technical difficulties. If you actually noticed the jumps, hopefully you won't notice the jumps if I do my job right.
Yeah. You might go back.
Job right.
I just told you and look for the jumps.
Look for the foreshadowing.
Yeah. Well, you guys could do this. You could give us the times at which there were jump cuts.
Be a little detective.
So it was a jump. And then they said it up here how there was jumps. Next together.
Okay, so as always, you can send us comments on Tumblr, Twitter, and YouTube. And we will see you all next week. So, goodbye, lovely people.
Bye. Happy episode 10. We made it.
We did it! Yay!
We are the champions. Plays in the bathroom.